What's going on, guys? I'm Zach from the Lumios Post, where we talk about all things Pokemon, and today we will be talking about the best beta Pokemon, specifically to return in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Now, with there being over 900 Pokemon, and even more if you factor in regional variants, Mega Evolutions, and other kinds of forms, it's obvious that there will be some Pokemon that have been scrapped. However, we've seen in the past that some of these Pokemon actually come back. For example, we know that back in Gen 2, there were baby Pokemon for Mr. Mime. There was a evolution to Lickitung. There was a Grass-type evolution to Eevee. All of these things, of course, would later come up in Gen 4. We also know Gastrodon was originally in Gen 3. But then it got scrapped, and it came back in Gen 4. So, it's not uncommon for them to take their old designs that they planned and rework them and bring them back as a new Pokemon. And today, we'll be talking about the ones that fit Scarlet and Violet insanely well, and I'd absolutely love to see them make their return in these games. So first, we're going to start with one that I have actually already talked about, and that is this beta Pokemon that is based off of some kind of like Viking ship or boat, and it was a scrap Gen 2 Mon. We assume, or maybe it was confirmed, it is Water Dragon, and I think it would be amazing to bring it back as a Gondola. Gondolas may make you think Italy, but they actually are very big pieces of Portuguese culture and are kind of a symbol for a lot of Portuguese cities, especially out on the coast. So I say, why not bring this Pokemon back, rework it into a kind of gondola design, maybe make it a bunch of different colors, give it that Water Dragon typing, because let's face it, that's just an amazing typing, and it could maybe even be a Pokemon that ferries people around in the Scarlet and Violet region. Next up, I have a popular choice amongst the fans, and that is to bring back Gorocho. Ever since word of this Pokemon that was originally an evolution to Raichu back in Gen 1 broke the internet, people have been begging to see Gorocho, whether it be an alternate Pikachu evolution or a regional evolution to Pikachu or whatever. People have really been wanting to see Gorocho. And with the reveal of the newest Pokemon, Pawmi, people are hoping that maybe Gorocho could come in as a Pawmi evolution, just reworked to be a bit more similar to Pawmi, and I would absolutely love this. Gorocho looks very fierce. It looks like it could be a fighting type, or what little fan renditions we have of it. We kind of only saw the back sprite, but even based off of that, it looks fierce, and I think the fighting type could really work for it, especially if it was reworked to match Pawmi a little bit, and I think that would match really well with Pawmi. Pawmi, it talks about how it'll rub its cheeks and then use its paws to disperse its electricity. You know, I could very well see this evolving into something where it uses its fists to kind of dish out electricity and picks up the fighting type. And I say, what better way to do this than with taking the Gorocho design, reworking it a little bit, and making it a Pawmi evolution that is electric fighting. Now, as well as scrapped Pokemon, there are also some Pokemon that just had really different designs, and I think it would be great to take these designs, bring them back as a variant to these Pokemon. The biggest example of this is Giraffe. Beta Giraffe had the little head being kind of just the same size as the big head, and it, was a bit more equal both sides. I think this will be a perfect Giraffe variant that could be Psychic Dark, because the evil head is kind of taking over a little bit more, and maybe even it'll have an evolution where the dark head gets even bigger and the light head becomes smaller this time. Now, you may be wondering, okay, that's great, fun idea, but what the heck does a giraffe have to do with the Iberian Peninsula? And I am glad you asked that, because while there are no giraffes in the Iberian Peninsula, ancient giraffe fossils have actually been found there. So, in a world where we have pandas in France or koalas in Hawaii, this one actually kind of makes sense. It's not too crazy to see a giraffe pop up in the Iberian Peninsula. Besides, we already have a crocodile here, so it's not that crazy. Another Pokemon that originally had a very different design from its current one is Octillery. Octillery used to have armor plating on it and kind of had more of a tank-like design, which, you know, it still kind of has similarities to a tank or a cannon now, but it was much more evident in its initial design. I would love to bring this design back as a water steel Octillery variant. Maybe even it forms these armors with shells or something that it finds in the water. I don't know. I think it could be really, really cool. Maybe even this Pokemon could get Snipe Shot, which right now is a move that only Inteleon can learn, but it's not uncommon for the next gen. They take the starter signature moves, or at least some of them, and start handing them out to other Pokemon. For example, Darkest Lariat is actually a TR move in Sword and Shield, and then the generation before that, we had Spiky Shield handed to Togedemaru, and Mystical Fire is now a TR, etc., etc. So maybe Snipe Shot could be handed to this Octillery variant, as it would work really well with the whole cannon-like design. Now, I get the feeling this next one won't be popular, but it's one that I really adore, and that is this little squid design that had a little shell, and it evolved into a bigger squid. This was probably reworked into Inkay or Malamar, but I love that the base design has the little squid coming out of a little shell, and I adore it. I want to bring that back. I want a squid that lives inside a shell. I could see this working as an Inkay variant, or I could see this being a brand new Pokemon altogether. But either way, I think Psychic Water would be perfect here. Water because it lives in the water. Psychic because squids are insanely intelligent. That's actually why Inkay has the Psychic typing. But yeah, I just think that this would be absolutely perfect. Inkay variant or new Pokemon. Now, another Pokemon that I would absolutely love to see come back is this beta shark design that has a little anchor for a tail. And initially, I was thinking, okay, I want to make this a Sharpedo variant and have, because if you look at Sharpedo, it kind of looks like it's incomplete. It doesn't have the tail fin that a regular shark has. And I was thinking we could complete it by having this anchor be a chain to the end part of its tail. Make it water ghost because that's a very ghostly-like appearance, its body being detached from one another and held together by a chain. But then I found out that there was actually a Pokemon called Jag that was scrapped from Gen 1, and it is this thing, and it looks a lot like a Goblin Shark to me, which would be even more perfect for this design. So maybe it could still work as a Sharpedo variant, but I'm kind of leaning more towards a new Pokemon now. But I would love this. Just take this Goblin Shark design and give it that whole concept of a chain connecting it to its tail fin instead of the anchor here. And it being this water ghost type that lives in the ocean. I would absolutely love it. I think it would be fierce. I think it would be scary, but in all the cool ways. It's similar to a Pokemon like Gliscor or Zoroark. Now, a very important part of Spain specifically are bulls. Bulls are the national animal of Spain. There's bullfighting, running of the bulls, all kinds of important bull-related things in Spain. And because of that, because of the importance of cows, it is rumored that there will be a new cow Pokemon, or Tauros will get a variant, or Miltank will get a variant, or any combination of the two, or the three, or all of them, whatever. And I think the perfect thing that would work well with this is bringing back this little cat design and its evolution that kind of has a cowbell incorporated into it. Now, originally, these were supposed to be pure dark type, but I think we could instead take the whole cowbell aspect and make it like a very soothing bell that they ring. It's still cowbell, but it kind of makes a soothing sound, and make it a fairy type. We haven't gotten a fairy type cat, so I think that this would be absolutely perfect. And yeah, I love this cat. I am so sad it didn't make the initial cut. I would hate to bring it back as a pure dark type, as we do have the Purloin line and Alolan Meowth. So I say bring this back, make it fairy type, make it soothing, and have it living on farms and stuff. I think it would be really cool. For the last Pokemon on this list, it is also a Pokemon that is one of my favorites. Funny thing is, I actually didn't know this Pokemon existed until I was doing research for this video, and that is this gorgeous seal that plays with a fireball. That thing is epic. I love it. I need it. Give it to me now. Mediterranean monk seals are a big part of Iberian culture. They're like kind of symbols for the area. at least to outside nations they are. That's kind of something that Spain and Portugal are known for, is that you can see Mediterranean monk seals there. And I would love to see this reworked as a Mediterranean monk seal design. I think Firewater would be, more than I could ask. I mean, holy crap, that would be absolutely amazing. And it'd be perfect. And I think that this little fireball that it's playing around with could incorporate the move Pyro Ball, and that could be a move it gets. Again, we talked about Octillery getting Snipe Shot. Maybe this Pokemon could get Pyro Ball. I think that would be absolutely insane. This thing would absolutely be on my team. On that note, be sure to let me know in the comments down below which of these Pokemon, if any, would be on your team if they did happen in these games. I'm obsessed with all these ideas, maybe because I created them. Not the Pokemon, but the idea of reworking them. But I think the ones that most stand out to me are, of course, the Seal and that Water Dragon Gondola concept. I would absolutely love those, but be sure to let me know which ones you love and would have to add to your team. Be sure to also like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, share the video, all that fun stuff. We do talk about all things Pokemon on this channel, and that, of course, includes Pokemon Scarlet and Violet stuff, beta designs, all those fun things. Until next time, I will see all of you later.